So, nice to meet you. My name is Eder Glider. I'm from Brazil, so I came far from here. And it's a pleasure to be here presenting for you guys. It's a pleasure to be in Cairo, to be in Egypt. This is an amazing country, amazing culture. I visited the pyramids today morning, so it's my first time here, and it's amazing to be here. So thank you for that. I will present a work about fleet management system. Presenting myself, I'm the CEO of Fast2Mine. Fast2Mine is a global company that provides fleet management system for the mining industry. We are in more than 90 operations nowadays. We have operations in Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Mexico, United States, Australia, and now in Africa, in ArcelorMittal in the area. So we are expanding our business to here. And first, about the work. This work that I will present was made with Fast2Mine and Itaminas. So we do this equipment sizing study with them to reduce the number of equipments in the mine based on the application of the technology of Fast2Mine. So this work that I will present for you guys. So first of them, the methodology. So it's a lot of steps to do an equipment sizing, but I'm with the water here, and maybe because Cairo is really hot, but one point that I would like to mention that to manage a mine and to manage the cost of a mine sometimes looks like water. You can get it, right? It's difficult to get. What do you think about that? And this is, I think that if you can measure something, you cannot optimize that. And this is the first point of the work. So we started the implementation of a fleet management system of mine control at Itaminas like 1.5 years ago, and nowadays they have a resource of data, they have knowledge to take the decision and to do a study like that of equipment sizing. So we did 9 scenarios. I will pass a little bit about the study here, of course, not go deeply technically in the system, but I will present the methodology and the results that we get. This formula like here, it's the number of the equipment like trucks in the mine is the mine movement, availability multiplied by utilization, by schedule hours, by the productivity. It seems very simple, right? But it's not so simple like that. Let's talk about the productivity. So each mine have a heartbeat. Each mine is like a person, you know? Each mine is unique. Each mine have its own problems. In Egypt is different from Brazil, but we are all persons, so mines have similarity between each other. So when we talk about productivity, imagine that speed is one of the most important things in the productivity of the equipment. But you can have like struggle in terms of speed because your operators are not well trained, your equipment is old, you can have problems about speed because your road is not good, you know. You can have problems because your distance is not well set up in the mine, and you can have problems because a lot of things, but how to solve those problems? You know, this is not an exact science. You know, it's necessary to understand what is happening in the mine to decide the best thing to do in terms to the improvement. But when a child is with a disease, what is the medicine that you do for that child? You need to know the disease of the child. If you don't know the disease, how you do some medicine for that? It's very important in this point to understand that it's not just a formula. It's about to understand each step of it and to optimize that and to take the decision to do the right equipment size in the process. So here's a little bit about the result, and it's not very clear looking like near from here, but this is the code of shift change. So we improved that for 5.5 and reduce the amount of losses to 1.5. And how we do that? How we do that? So we implement a solution that we can manage the shift change in real time, and with historical data we decide like to improve this process in terms of how the process will arrive in the mine in the right time. How we do the best shift change with hot seat, you know? How, when the guys like are not arriving in the right time, how we advise them by the system. So each one of the indicators we optimize, and with that, like we gain in the trucks 6.9 points percent in the utilization, in the loaders 5.9. So this other slide here is in terms of the QE. So imagine to pass from a QE to 4 minutes to 1 minute. If you don't know how you are QE, you will like lose a lot of money and a lot of diesel in this process, you know, because you are paying the equipment to be stopped in the QE, and equipment should be in movement, should be production. What is expected of equipment in a mine? First, that the equipment have the highest availability that it can do. Equipment is maintenance is a problem. Second, in the time that this equipment is available, it's very important that this equipment is being utilized. So in the time that this equipment is being used, it's important that this equipment have the most productivity as it's possible. And about the results, so it's a very expressive result. I will show those two graphs here. Like the black line shows the number of the equipment in 2024, and the blue line is the best scenario, like with all the optimization, and we are operating around that scenario. So we improve like of reducing more than 100 equipment in the mining operation by this approach of equipment sizing, doing the right like fleet management approach, and it's the scenario A from the scenario E, that is the scenario that they are operating nowadays. So it's a reduce of 31% in the cost of the mining operation. It means that it's most competitive operation than other ones nowadays, and also other benefits like the reduction of 40% of diesel consumption as well, comparing the both scenarios. There are other scenarios that they intend to improve the movimentation and open a new mine there, but that's not the scenario that's running now, but they are preparing to that. And in the end, also the emission reduction in simulation, so it have like an environment impact, a very positive environment impact. So I would like to thank you. This is my LinkedIn, this is my email as well, so please connect me there. And if someone is interested in receiving like more technical material about the methodology of this study, we are here for that. Thank you.